Hello, everybody! I'm Mumkey Jones! Believe it! We're coming at you with the hottest Naruto podcast you'll ever see. One big episode full of autism and a ninja knowledge, baby. Because this year I embarked on a journey to finish Naruto. I watched it on Toonami as a kid, never finished it, dropped off from it. But my good buddy Asperger over here is such an avid Naruto fan that he convinced me I should finish it. So I did. I went to reddit.com/Naruto Kai. And I watched the Naruto Kai version, which is the abridged version to match the anime books. So I finished it. It took forever this year, but I did it. And now that we've both completed the series, we're going to give a little talk. I am Mumkey Jones.
And I'm Asperger.
And Asperger, you've been a passionate Naruto fan since you were a wee lad, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When it first premiered on Cartoon Network, I started watching it, and then we moved over to the subs, and it's fucking night and day. And this guy watched the dubs!
Believe it!
Such a drag.
Chubby's Rule!
Is that really what Choji says? Does he really say Chubby's Rule?
You don't know that's what
Does he really?
That's his
The whole
catchphrase.
point of Choji is that somebody calls him fat. He turns into the Incredible Hulk. So many good scenes have happened where somebody calls him fat and he does some bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. That's weird that his catchphrase in the dub would be, he's like proud to be a chubby, but then if somebody calls him fat, he goes crazy on him. I never really thought about that.
That's like, it's like if I'm just like, being ghosted is fun! Like, what the fuck?
Okay, we're gonna talk about everything relating to Naruto until we pass out from all this booze we're drinking.
Woo! I'm drinking delirium with rum.
I'm drinking...
And he's having a fucking rolling rum.
I'm having a water in a canned water. Let's start off with our top 10 favorite characters, my top 5 and your top 5.
5.
And we'll probably have some overlap, so it's not going to be a real top 10 list. But ladies first, who is your number 5 favorite Naruto character?
Probably an unconventional one for you guys at home, but Deidara. Deidara.
Are you a girl on Tumblr? What's the deal?
Well, I'm jealous of the hands, first off, because masturbating with those hands has got to be... You would never need a woman again. Fuck getting ghosted. If I lose my hands, then maybe I'd get
Are
ghosted.
you hiding your Gaara backpack? Are you ashamed to be a Narutard here? That's not the one that I got for free. He bought that. He brought that over with him. That's what he put all his clothes in when he came over to my house.
Yeah.
This is his laundry bag.
It's a good size.
Okay, why do you like Deidara? I think his character is a one-note faggot.
I originally hated Deidara, actually.
I still do.
I hated Deidara. I thought he was like a whiny fucking boy band piece of shit. And Deidara is the first Akatsuki member you see in Shippuden. I know you see Zetsu at the end of the final battle, which... Kishimoto, man. That was like 15 years earlier, and that guy is fucking Kaguya's daughter. Spoiler alert. But that was good. But Deidara is the first one you see.
So Deidara, in my mind, he's just like the pretty boy who keeps saying, "Art is an explosion! Art is an explosion! I love art! I got clay explosions!"
It's a good dynamic between him and Sasori. It's a good dynamic between him and Sasori because Sasori thinks art should be eternal, which I'm more on the side of as an artist. And Deidara
We're getting deep so quick.
Deidara thinks that art is spontaneous. Like art is in the moment, and if you miss it, then you just miss it. There's nothing to see. Art is spontaneous and it's explosive, like a flash dance, right? If you miss it, then it's over. But in the moment, it's amazing.
So that's why you like Deidara enough to put him in the top 5?
No, that's not why I like Deidara. I hated Deidara. I thought he was scummy as fuck. I thought he was an annoying character. Yeah, sure, he kidnapped Gaara. He kidnapped Gaara. But then Deidara versus Sasuke happened.
Good fight?
And no, it was not a good fight. That is the most bullshit plot armor faggotry I have ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Alright?
I guess make sure you're caught up with Naruto, because we're going to spoil everything. I'll agree. The end of the Sasuke versus Deidara fight is bullshit because they make it so clear. The writing was cheesy and lame. Because they make it so clear that Sasuke did not have time to evade this this nuclear explosion. Is it?
We're getting ahead of
Am
ourselves.
I saying nuclear or nuclear? I hope I didn't say it wrong.
We're getting
That was
ahead of
the
ourselves, man. We gotta give them context. All right. Nobody gives a Cliff Notes version of the robbery that Deidara experienced. All right.
Okay.
Name another. That's like if fucking Krillin defeated Frieza. That's like if when Frieza shot Krillin with that fucking beam, Krillin climbed into Gohan's fucking mouth and survived.
He had time to summon a snake, crawl inside.
No, he had to summon the snake, control it with the Sharingan, then climb inside it. Do not skip any details here.
All in less than a second.
Less than a second. Let's get started here, though. Deidara, you thought, he throws pigeons. Oh, look at this guy. He's got mouths on his hand. That's pretty shitty character design. If the whole point is just for it to chew the clay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Is this
about
one of
that.
your favorite characters? You
This
said?
one, yeah, but
Out of
it's
the
not about that. It's
hundreds
not
of
about that.
well-developed characters in Naruto?
He did get developed. None of this resurrection shit, but Deidara, right? He starts fucking up Sasuke, and I don't think anyone has had a better bag of tricks than Deidara in this fight.
Yeah, but Sasuke was so well equipped to deal with all this shit, and in 1 second he figured out to throw his sword and land on it, and then the sword also landed in a landmine and shit. Like, he was so well prepared.
That reminds me, lightning is effective on rock. Lightning is effective on rock.
Yeah, in Pokemon it is.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. You're thinking of ground.
On ground, because it was the same thing. Kishimoto introduced the fucking chakra type for some reason.
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
the lightning type,
They brought that in
the
pretty
wind
late, too.
type,
That was weird.
the rock type. I mean, it was
seemed
kind
like
of
an ass pull, because isn't that something you would like? Did he mention that in the first Naruto?
He didn't mention it in the first.
It took him 12 years to figure that out.
But the way he introduced it in the Shikamaru arc.
When Kakashi and Wood Guy are training Naruto.
He revealed that Asuma was a wind, and he would have wind that would make his blade sharper.
Right.
And that's cool. But when you make it into like a RuneScape range beats magic beats armor beats
It just
range,
became Pokemon,
fucking triangle thing, that's bullshit.
And the thing is, like, when you develop that so late in the series, you have to retroactively think of all the fights that have already happened.
Yeah.
And think, okay, which one would he have had, and which one would he have had? Because he beat him. So, like, I don't know how Kishimoto even was able to come up with this shit and make it make sense.
There's a lot of retcon. It kind of makes sense that Kakashi's obviously fucking lightning. But then Naruto's lightning too, right? Or was he wind?
He was wind.
He was wind?
I think so.
He was wind. But
And is wind is weak to fire, or was it strong to fire? Because Sasuke's a
it was
fire.
weak to fire because you can't have fire without air.
Okay.
So it makes the fire larger.
We're not even talking about Deidara anymore. Should I go to my...
No. You're not robbing me of Deidara. So Deidara, I don't remember the fight completely, but Deidara has tiny bombs that destroy things on a molecular level.
Yeah.
And there was a scene where he detonates it, and I'll never forget, I was like 14, 15 or something, and this fucking bird is just flying, and the bird just falls apart. He turns into rice grains and just dust in the wind. And I don't remember how Sasuke survived that, but I guarantee you it was some innocuous bullshit. So for the first 30 minutes of that fight, Sasuke's just like, I'm lightning, you have no effect. Oh look at all these clay pigeons. Thunderbolt, I'm Zeus. Check it. You can't touch me. And then Deidara does the thing that made him my top 5 favorite character.
What?
He gets into the hatred that he has for the Uchiha clan.
Can you relate to that?
Yes. The Uchiha, if the Uchiha weren't in Naruto, I would have Naruto above The Wire as probably the greatest TV show of all time. The fucking Wire. If the Uchiha weren't in there, think about the progression of the Uchiha from Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. The original concept of the Sharingan was that they can see their opponent's movements at a quicker level than everything. Then it turned to...
you can copy their moves.
No, then it turned to you could copy their moves. They're just like, oh, Kakashi's the copycat ninja.
But that was introduced in like episode 5.
Yeah, that was fine.
Yeah.
The Sharingan gives you an advantage when you're fighting somebody, and the Byakugan gives you an advantage when fighting somebody. You can see at a long distance. But the Byakugan is just that for the whole series. The Byakugan, you're gonna be fucking a weatherman looking for clouds for the rest of your life. But the Sharingan, all of a sudden, Itachi comes into play, and he looks at Kakashi and it's just like, oh, 30 seconds have passed. He's just been stabbed for 10 years. Look how fatigued he is, even though he didn't take any physical damage. But the brain, man, he's fucked. Look at him dry heaving over there because he just got stabbed for 10 years. Okay, so it can do Genjutsu. Genjutsu was mentioned from the start. Sakura in like the 3rd episode is like there's Taijutsu, there's Ninjutsu, and there's Genjutsu. They had the guy in the Chunin exam, you know, the torture guy with all the scars, and he fucking tortures you with Genjutsu and shit. That's all fine. But then we get to Shippuden, and then you had the Mangekyo Sharingan, where you have to kill the person closest to you, or anybody as it comes later.
Lots of weird rules.
And all of a sudden, Kakashi can... he can look at a kunai and send it to another dimension. Alright, that's... I mean, I know the characters are evolving. Naruto's throwing Rasengans as shurikens now and destroying people on a molecular level. Sasuke's able to lightning charge his blade. Like, you raise the stakes. That's good. But then... you're fighting fucking you're fighting fucking Danzo, and you can turn back time in exchange for blindness, and this motherfucker's got eyes in his arms, and he's just like fighting Sasuke. He's just like, go ahead, kill me. Oops, go ahead, kill me. Oops, go ahead, kill me. Oops, go ahead, kill me. And then, okay, so maybe it's cool.
Star is pissed.
It's cool. It's cool that he had all the eyes in him. You know, that's badass. He was the one who ordered the fucking hit on the Uchiha.
Are we still talking about Daidara?
No, we're getting there. Don't interrupt me.
Keep going.
So then, okay, that's fine. So Sasuke finally gets to, his flames, he looks at it and the flame is never extinguished until it's burned to death, whatever. So he fights Itachi, and then all of a sudden, if your eye is good enough, you get to have a skeletal phantom grow around you, and just fucking, I got boner, just swords, the whole fucking Leaf Village is destroyed. And then you fight fucking Kabuto and he's the most powerful, and it's just like, I can't beat this guy.
I'm a snake.
I can't beat this guy. What do I do? And it's just like, do you know the secret of the Sharingan? A Sharingan gives you the ability to look into someone's eyes and put them into a loop until they figure out who they are as a person. So this motherfucker's stuck like a statue, fucking trying to figure out if he belongs to an orphanage or not.
Thanks to the power of the Sharingan.
And then what was it? Do you go blind or like 10 years or something? I don't even fucking remember. I don't even fucking remember what the condition was. And then all of a sudden, if you're one of the lucky people to have a Sharingan that survived all that bullshit, maybe if you roll with the big boys and try hard, maybe your Sharingan can become a Rinnegan. And then you're unstoppable.
So what you're saying is the Sharingan had too many abilities tacked on.
The Sharingan was just a platform for Itachi and fucking Sasuke to just have blood armor.
Yeah. Way too many powers.
Naruto had the Nine Tails, and that was it. It was only the Nine Tails. He got the more tails that come out, the more powerful it became. And when he finally has that like jumping the shark thing, the thing is that he has a great relationship with the Nine Tails now, and he's able to have like that flame form. All right? And even then, he learns the Sage form that is even independent of fucking
Nine Tails.
the Nine Tails. So
how does this tie into Daidara?
So Daidara reveals his hatred for the Uchiha, and he says it's bullshit. And he says, in a quote, I'm misquoting, but he says, "You're not a talented ninja. You're just a faggot with good genes. And that, my heart wept in joy when I heard him say that. And he became my favorite character. And he had bombs. He became my fifth favorite character. And he had bombs that destroyed things on the molecular level. And I wish I remembered how Sasuke escaped that. But the final fucking scene, Sasuke has him on the ropes. And you know what? Sasuke's a main character. He's powerful. That's fine. But then Deidara does the most badass fucking thing. He's like, you know what? I'm taking us both out. And in one of the coolest animation scenes, he has this little like fucking My Chemical Romance smiley face and shit. And it's in his core, and it just starts fucking breaking out. And you have probably the biggest chakra explosion in history, in Naruto history. And it's just this badass thing. He's like, I'll show you the true form of art. And he just fucking explodes it. And this motherfucker, in the time of the explosion, that's like if there was one Japanese guy, he saw the bomb falling on Hiroshima, and he's just like, oh shit, let me summon a snake, let me look at it in the eye, let me tell it to open its mouth, let me climb in, tell it to close its mouth. The Americans ain't got shit. Let's go, Hirohito. Let's go invade the mainland.
That's one of the weakest writing moments in the show's entire
Deidara fucking killed Sasuke.
He should have.
There is no argument that... Go ahead. I dare somebody. I'll give you $20 if you can fucking convince me that Deidara won that fucking Sasuke won that battle fairly. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll start a fucking contest. $20. $20. Go to the comment section. I will fucking debate your ass over this.
You really will. Okay, are we ready for mine?
Who is your fifth favorite character?
Okay. Sasuke Uchiha.
No! No! Are you serious?
I wanted to see you flip. Guys, Kishimoto wasn't great at writing women. We can all agree on that. You got 10-10, fucking blows. Sakura, awful. Awful. Does anybody like Sakura? No. Ino?
Who?
Ino? More like pig, am I right? Ino pig, you know what I'm talking about?
Ino is actually one of the likable women anyway.
Yeah, and I still hate
her. And that's the standard. Yeah. Ino is the likable one. Ino!
There's only one good female character in Naruto, at least according to me. Not including the god that they fight at the end, because I like that character too. That was fun.
Yeah, I remember you were saying, can we just have an evil character? Yeah. Can there not be like some, oh, my dad beat me?
Yeah. I wanted one character who didn't have like an extensive backstory, who just represented pure evil.
I was telling you for months, like, watch the show.
You just wait for it. Number 5 has to be Hinata, and let me tell you why. And I know she's probably on your list too, right? Am I taking one of yours?
Yeah.
Because Hinata's your waifu. Let me tell you why. When I'm a young boy, I'm in probably middle school when Naruto starts airing, and you got this rambunctious, loudmouthed kid who nobody likes, named Naruto. And I'm like, oh, that's me on the TV screen.
We're getting real here.
This is why I relate to this Naruto guy.
Yeah.
But then you have Hinata, the shy, cute girl in his class who has a crush on him, and she's always sitting there like this. Oh, Naruto! I hope Naruto notices me today.
I'm starting to sweat, man.
Oh, I love Naruto.
It's getting hot in here.
The idea of a girl like that having a crush on a guy like me, the loudmouthed weirdo who nobody likes, it blew my mind. But then, that's just the initial moment where I'm like, okay, Hinata, that's a special character who I wish I had in my middle school life. But then as the series goes on, she just gets better and better. That fight with Neji is great when you realize, all these expectations stacked upon her. And really the relationship between her and Neji and how their expectations led them on different roads. That's really cool, even though I hate Neji.
I got some things to say about Neji.
Yeah, but that's a cool thing. But then when Naruto's fighting Pain and Hinata runs in and...
That's what I was going to mention!
Oh, hey, we're talking about Hinata, so, take the reins. I know you want to talk.
I waited 12 years for her to confess her love. I waited 12 years! And I'm drunk, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. Hinata was always my waifu.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of you fucking autists had her as a waifu, and if not, you're fucking lying.
No, time out. I was saying that all the women characters suck, but I just remembered Tsunade's a pretty good character too.
And Lady Chiyo is fucking baller as shit!
Sure.
And
is Tauntaun the pig, is that a female? Because that's a good character too. Maybe.
Fucking Iowa corn farmer pig rapist. We're coming full circle here, guys.
Yep.
I waited 12 years for that scene, and I didn't know that she was gonna do that. I didn't know that she was gonna do that. My brother's like, "You're gonna love this. You're gonna love the next 3 episodes. You're gonna love the next 3 episodes."
It took her 3 episodes to confess her love?
Yeah.
What? The first I watched it was 5 seconds.
Yeah, no. They're like, that's why I'm a little bit worried about you watching Kai, because you might, I don't know what
It's
they
the same
cut
as
out.
reading the manga. It's exactly the same.
I don't know if that, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But
I got the gist.
you got the gist of it so far. But she did it. She confessed her love, and everyone was fucking dying. Everyone was dying. Kakashi fucking died.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't like how Kishimoto resolved that. To be honest, like I don't like that. People always mention Naruto's talk no jutsu, where he just meets the guy and he talks and he's able to change their heart, and that happens a lot in the series. And it is lazy writing.
You think it's lazy?
It's a little bit lazy. Like, I love Naruto, and it's like I see how he does it.
You think it's the second best show of all time, Under the Wire? So clearly you love it a lot.
Because there's moments like the payoff when it pays off. It's fucking. You remember the tennis match in Death Note?
Yeah.
That, as shitty as it dipped, that tennis match.
I thought it was fine.
No, as shitty as it dipped when L died.
Oh.
That tennis match still made it worth it. You know, there was so much fucking payoff when L and Kira fought.
Mm.
So when Rock Lee took those fucking weights off. And then open the gates.
Don't spoil me. Yeah, we're getting there.
Like, this is gonna be a 3-hour-long fucking podcast. The payoff is so fucking. When Deidara fucking exploded in an atom bomb after molecularly destroying all life in a 10-mile radius, the payoff is so good. Where was I?
So Hinata confesses her love.
Hinata confesses her love, and I didn't know at the time that, you know, I was still young, and, you know, Naruto does actually kill some characters.
Yeah, of course.
So Hinata confesses her love.
He kills a guy in the first episode, right?
He confesses her love. What? Of Shippuden?
Yeah, the first episode of Naruto in general. He gets like 1,000 shadow clones and beats the
he
guy
doesn't
to death.
kill him, but...
Oh, well, almost.
Anyway, Naruto, Hinata confesses her love, and I'm already like...
Oh no.
And then they did it perfectly in the anime. They did it fucking perfectly. All the anime, they're recycling the same music, everyone's loud and shit, and she confesses the love, and it just goes quiet. And I remember I could hear my breathing in the scene. I remember so vividly when I was hearing it. I could hear my breathing, and Hinata just rises up, and it's quiet, it's soundless, and just... The black bar goes in. She's fucking dead. And then Pain is like, now you understand pain. And Naruto is just looking fucking fucked up with these bars. And then there's a huge heartbeat sound. His fucking eyes go red. And just darkness just explodes out of him. And I have never, ever had an orgasm like that in my life. No woman. I could have a 40-girl harem, and I would never be as satisfied as when Naruto just went fucking 6 tails. And the best is like, people complain about the animation change in that, like, oh, it turns into Looney Tunes.
No, it was awesome.
It turns into Looney Tunes. And
Because they're so powerful in that moment that they're breaking reality.
Yeah.
That's why the animation changes, and I thought it was great.
Like, but when he does the almighty push after it fucking leveled a city, and the hand just pops out and fucking grabs his face, he's like, what the fuck? It was so fucking hype. Go on about Hinata.
Hey, so Hinata number 5. Who's your number 4?
Number 4 is probably Hinata. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Hinata.
Okay.
She's beautiful. She's pure. I would fucking marry her and get a nice 9-to-5 and just come home to her and give her anything she ever wanted. I would devote my life to Hinata. It would be
Send your Hinata body pillows to what's your P.O. box?
The greatest husband.
Send
of
it to
all
my
time.
P.O. box and I'll send it to his house.
The greatest husband of all time.
Should we go to my number 4 then, since we just did Hinata?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do your number.
Number 4, favorite Naruto character is gotta be Sasuke Uchiha.
Stop fucking with me, man.
It's gotta be Gaara of the Sand.
Gaara of the Sand.
One of the most fearsome villains in Naruto, in my opinion. There's a lot of fucking scary dudes in here, but during the tuning exam, when Gaara, there's a quote from Gaara that I put as my Twitter profile bio for a long time, because this one quote from him was so edgy and perfect for me that he had to go in my top 5. He says, "The only ties I have to my family are the ones I want to ring around their necks." And I thought, oh, holy shit, he's the edgiest fucking anime character I've ever seen. I'm 12 years old, and this fucking guy, he's crazy. And that's all I had to say about Gaara. What do you want to say about Gaara?
Gaara.
He's in the original Naruto, before he becomes, the good guy pussy that I still love.
Yeah.
He's just like Naruto in that he has, one of these tailed beasts inside of him, but he's much more of an evil, he's a beast. He's a monster about it. And the story with him and Naruto realizing, we both have this same thing in common.
That was a very good dynamic.
We had the same type of childhood, almost, to a T, but I took the path of good, you took the path of being an evil monster. And it's beautiful storytelling, and beautiful character moments, and Gaara is a supreme badass, and I love all of his sand powers, and that you can't even touch him. He never bled in his life until he fought Sasuke at the tuning exams. Right? Sasuke was the first one to make him bleed, right? Because he does the lightning blade through the sand shield, and he yells, "My blood!" And that's
he doesn't yell "my blood," but he's like, "Ah!" Does he yell "my blood" in the fucking dub?
In the dub, he yells, "Blood! Blood!" And then he goes he goes crazy.
This is my fucking co-host.
But it's a cool ability that the spirit of his mother is in the sand gourd on his back, and the sand comes alive to protect him from all these attacks, and then I love this attack. The sand coffin, just cover you in sand.
I remember I was not ready for that when I was a kid. When he in the Forest of Death, when he just fucking closed it on that guy, that was. And they did it. They
killed him.
Big ups on Cartoon Network. Like, they didn't have it as blood, but they still showed it. Big ups.
They blow that guy
Big
up.
ups.
What do you have to say about Gaara?
Gaara, I really loved Gaara as the evil fucking insomniac, and I can relate to the insomnia, let me tell you. Hey, what do I need to do to fall asleep?
You gotta drink like a whole pint of booze,
A whole fucking pint of 40% liquor.
Yeah.
But,
he stays up till 5 a.m. every day. We go to bed at like 1. He's just up all night.
Fucking faggots. But what was I saying? I like that he became good in the end. The part I didn't like, and I think Kishimoto robbed Gaara in this moment, was during the fourth Great Ninja War. Gaara got to meet his father, and he got to reconcile with his father. I did not like that the least bit. Like, when his father realized, oh my god, my son has friends. I guess he's not so evil after all. It was a mistake to try to kill them all those times. I love you, son. Please forgive me. That was a fucking robbery.
Everything about, all the characters in the entire show come back to life and then have character moments. I thought that was a robbery of everything.
I mean, I liked aspects of it. I liked the way Kabuto fucking fucked with Obito. Because Obito was posing as Madara, and just, Kabuto's trying to fucking put him over a barrel. And he's like, what the fuck you got, you little fucking snake-ass nerd, fucking Poindexter bitch? And he just closes his hand, and the body of Madara Uchiha comes up, and nobody knows what it is. And he's like, oh. I guess we're in business then.
I think they should have done a lot of cuts. Like, they bring back...
they bring back Deidara, he's a fucking shit.
They bring back... God, what's the name of Shikamaru's sensei? Sarutobi? Asuma. They bring back Asuma to fight, his old team and shit. It was 2 years of filler for the people watching at home. For me, it took me like a good weekend to get through. For you guys, it's just like, we don't need this shit. Just go straight to Madara. Just go straight.
Yeah,
to
it was really bad until Madara came in and just fucking raped.
That's what they were building up to, and like I don't need to see Haku and Zabuza come back to fight Sai. What in the fuck am I watching at that point? Is this fan fiction? Why are all these dead characters coming back and they still have their brains? So then we're still getting character development from dead characters?
Even he didn't brought Asuma back, he didn't even get to meet his wife and kid. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
At least do the fucking plot, at least have people get resolved. I mean Kakashi met his fucking father when he was dead. You gotta do all this
You had that one plot of like the super Japanese looking guy who like was giving everybody advice on how to beat him and they couldn't do it and it went on for what, like 8 months for you guys?
Who the fuck was that?
There's like all those incompetent ninja trying to fight the one guy and he's like, oh, I have this power, just do this. And like no matter what they do, they couldn't beat him. You can't remember it. It went on for fucking ever.
It was a fucking forgettable series. Not until Madara came in the picture. And
I would say bringing back the Hokage was good too, because I liked seeing Naruto's dad interact with everybody. I like that stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you could have done it with just Naruto meets his dad and mom in his brain.
Oh! Wait!
Uh-oh.
Wait!
I opened a can of worms. Oh god, he's getting heated. Oh god, what happened?
Itachi Uchiha! You're gonna tell me
Oh no.
this motherfucker had the foresight to know that he was gonna get resurrected by Kabuto.
You're right!
That he was gonna get resurrected by Kabuto, and he put a fucking crow in Naruto's body so that he could break the fucking reanimation jutsu control.
I forgot that he did that!
Tell me! Somebody! I've raised it to $30 fucking dollars! Tell me that is not the laziest fucking bullshit! He fucking knew to put a crow inside Naruto so that he could break the reanimation jutsu! Fuck you! Fuck you!
But see,
Argue!
seeing Naruto and Itachi fight side by side was cool for that one scene. I don't remember who they were fighting though.
Look, Itachi was better when he was a badass who killed his whole clan. Not when he was a badass that had skeletal shit coming out of him and went blind just to fucking...
You don't like the Susanoo?
Itachi was great. The ending for Itachi's death was fucking fantastic. When after all this shit...
That's my whole point! That's my whole point! Bringing all these characters back alive after we've had closure and resolution and killed them off, it's stupid. You had a thing.
But fucking the Raven! But...
Yeah. So who's your number 3 favorite character?
Obito.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Boo! Boo! But...
Now I'm back, like Obito. Alright, I'll admit it.
I lost the podcast, made an ass of myself and got shut
down.
Obito.
Do you like Obito or Toby or Masked Man? Which one's your favorite?
Toby was alright.
He's all 3 of them. He's all the same character.
I like Toby because... And I'm a sucker for these kind of plot lines and... Come back, baby. But... Toby had such a love for Rin.
Oh.
That his whole life was made for Rin. And he fucking meant it. He fucking meant it. The shit that this fucker did for Rin was insane. The scene where he sees Kakashi kill Rin and he just fucking hulks out. So fucking good. Those motherfuckers. Imagine the smell of the shit that came out of those ninjas' fucking asses when he did that shit. When he just fucking... And he unlocked his Mangekyo. That's the only time that I agree that a Mangekyo was badass. It was badass when his eye turns and he's fucking just charging at him. And they're like stabbing swords at him and then it's just going right through him and shit. And he just fucking... He's screaming and then they all... At the final scene, he's stoic, and then his fucking branches just go out and fucking impale everybody. It was beautiful. And he's the one who released the Nine Tails. All this shit for Rin. He fucking works for Zetsu and does all this shit. Didn't he bring back? No, he was resurrected by Madara. And he becomes Madara's fucking henchman. And he creates Akatsuki. He does this. He does that. He's the shadowy figure. When Sasuke says that I'm gonna be the personification of evil at the end of the anime, we need to have a villain so that they can bring balance to so that the ninja world can stay united. When Sasuke was doing all that bullshit in the final fight and Naruto's trying to convince him not to and bring him back to Leaf Village, Obito was that.
Yeah.
He was what Sasuke wanted to be. He fucking did it.
I think that Toby was a lot of fun. This, wacky Looney Tunes character who has the ability that you can't touch him and that you goes right through him.
Yeah, that was good. He's such a shadowy figure. The manipulation, the fact that he was hiding in plain sight as this goofy character. Yeah. Toby was fucking amazing.
He was just having fun.
And he was paired with Deidara. You see how it goes full circle?
I like the scene where it's like Naruto and Kakashi and 7 other people trying just to fight Toby, and he's just fucking running circles around them, standing there not doing shit.
He's just making jokes!
Yeah, it's a fun character, it's a fun type of villain. They hadn't done that in Naruto yet. All the villains are always like grim, dark, edgy, badasses like Gaara, but Toby, they were literally fighting Bugs Bunny for like a long time, and I thought that was a good change of pace and a lot of fun.
And the reveal of Obito being Toby was also really good. Even though everyone fucking knew. It was just like the 4th Hokage being Naruto's father. Yeah. Everyone fucking knew. But that was still really great. Because people didn't know for sure, and he just fucking breaks the mask, and then you just see flashbacks of Kakashi Gaiden, which he hasn't watched yet.
Yeah, I have not watched Kakashi Chronicles. I have watched Mumkashi Chronicles. Probably much better.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
So
who's your number 3?
Number 3? Somebody who's probably, I think he's your number 1, so we're going to talk about him anyway. You care to guess? No, wait. I think your 1 and 2 are very close. I'm just going to say it. Mr. Rock Lee. And I know you wanted to talk about when he takes off the weights. I've read a lot about this, a lot of opinions with this idea, that Rock Lee should have been the main character of Naruto. What do you think?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't get me wrong.
If he had his own show, I think it would be just as gripping for me because I really like the Rock Lee character.
I don't think so because Naruto,
he has the same limitations as Naruto in the sense that Naruto has these social limitations, but then he grows very quickly. Rock Lee cannot do ninja powers, right? He can't do shit. He's not supposed to be a ninja.
It wouldn't work though. It would be weird. It would be weird to have a main character. It would be weird to build a whole world around ninjutsu and then the main character can't do it.
Well, yeah, because then you have to see him try to fight people who can do it, which is the best fights in the show are Rock Lee versus Gar. Rock Lee versus Bone Man.
It's because of the world around it and because the main character does. You can't have a fucking 20-year series with just an underdog story.
Every show doesn't need to be 20 years. If there was like a 3-year, story about
Don't
Rock
get me
Lee,
wrong.
I would watch.
I fucking love Rock Lee, boy. But I think Naruto has way. He has so much more to prove. He's a villain anti-hero.
But at the end, Naruto is just it's a chosen one story. It's a very lazy chosen one story and it's the ultimate tale of privilege. But think about it. Naruto has every fucking thing possible going for him. He's the son of the 4th Hokage. He has the most powerful beast in the entire world inside of him that he can borrow its chakra from. He's getting trained by Jiraiya, the greatest teacher of all time. He's got nothing but fucking ninja privilege the whole time.
You want to talk ninja privilege?
Rock Lee?
He don't have a Sharingan. Naruto don't have a Sharingan.
That's a good point.
Fuck you.
But Rock Lee, he's a real underdog in this story, and he goes above and beyond and becomes probably the second most powerful ninja in the whole show.
Yeah.
He's the second most powerful ninja in this video game, because he keeps kicking my ass as him. But, he's got the best fights, first of all. Naruto, when you think of Naruto, you probably think of the fights and then the characters. Rock Lee versus Gaara. Need I say more? Rock Lee versus, what's the name?
One of the greatest fights in anime history.
Rock Lee versus Bone Guy, when he gets drunk and goes fucking berserk, even though his arm and leg or whatever are still crushed, and he repaired him very little. He goes out, he leaves the hospital and goes and fights this guy. And then Gaara comes and helps. You want to talk about Rock Lee? Go for it.
Then we'll wait.
We'll wait for what?
Wait, actually, yeah. My number 2 character is...
But no, we're still on 3.
I did my number 3. Obito was my number 3.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My number 2 character is Rock Lee.
Okay.
Rock Lee, baby. Oh, is it the time now, Guy Sensei? Oh, is he wearing weights? Ooh, he's so fast, but he's outrunning the sand. And then Guy's like, Guy looks at him. He's like, do it. And fucking Kakashi's like, did you teach this child to open the gates? What is wrong with you? And Rock Lee's like, boom, he's just fucking knocking him around. It's like me if I fought a fucking hamster. Like, I would just be throwing him against the wall, catching him, just throwing him back. Like, oh my god! One of the best fights in anime history!
And then his personality is just a lot of
His
fun.
personality, I fell in love with him.
Yeah.
The first scene
When he
just
hitting
goes
on
to Sakura and
Sakura?
says, "Please be my girlfriend." And the relationship between him and Guy, him wearing that fucking suit and just being like, Guy Sensei, just the beauty in the relationship is just I'm getting more heated than with Hinata.
Yeah. And when you find out that Guy Sensei has a similar past to Rock Lee and they have that connection.
The fact that they both can only do taijutsu. Granted, Guy Sensei has Hirodora. Wait, no, that was all.
That's too deep for me. I don't even.
No, that was taijutsu because it beat Kasame because Kasame fucking absorbs chakra and then Guy's just like, absorbs chakra. Hold my beer. And yeah, but Rock Lee was probably the best. What fights did he have in Shippuden though? Did he have a fight? I can't remember.
That's my problem is that Rock Lee's barely even in Shippuden. They don't really show, whatever that team name is very much at all until towards the end.
Team Guy.
Yeah, Team Guy. They're barely in it until like the Great Ninja War.
True. Like Ten is fucking. And you remember when Kishimoto tried to bring Ten in when she got one of those legendary weapons, and then she like loses it and she's trying to look for it?
I don't even remember that shit because Ten was useless.
That was around the time when
was that during the Ninja War?
That was during the sand when the Sand People came into play and
there was the beginning.
No, not in the beginning. No, the village hidden in the clouds people.
Oh, okay.
The dark skinned guys.
Yeah.
And that was a cool scene when the guy put a curse on him and the curse is that if you utter the word you said most in your life, you get fucking sucked into a dimension forever.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Well, yeah, it was a good trick when they finally resolved that, but it didn't make up for bringing everybody back from the dead for no reason. It was gay.
It was.
Should we move on to number 2? I mean, Rock Lee. I mean, he has a fun personality and he has the coolest
who's your number
fights.
2? I mean, we mentioned the Gaara fight.
It's a tragic underdog story because he wants nothing more than to be a ninja, and he gets his fucking arm and leg or whatever crushed, and he still fights through and becomes the best.
And there's that quote by Bruce Lee that just describes, because he's Rock Lee's based off Bruce Lee, that describes Lee's character to a T. Bruce Lee said, "I don't fear a man who has practiced 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times."
And when he's, it sucks watching like Guy or Lee do training because he's just like, if I cannot do 1,000 push-ups, then I will do 1,000 sit-ups.
And the scene when he's in the hospital and the nurse like misses him and he's just doing 1 arm push-ups. And, I need to do 2 more. I need to do more.
So
Fuck my legs. Fuck my legs! I don't care if they don't work, I need to do more. And the nurse is like, stop! What is wrong with it?
It's really sad when he's so desperate to keep working and he just can't because he's like gonna have a surgery where he 50% chance of dying.
And they had such a beautiful scene with him and Guy when he's just like,
he has to make the choice, either quit being a ninja and possibly die.
And he says like, to be a ninja is my goal in life, and Guy says, you're my goal in life too. Like, my goal in life is to make you the best you can be. And they had that tearful scene, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. The relationship between Guy and Rock Lee is beautiful.
And that's why I think, a Rock Lee series would have been just as good for me.
Well, he got his own series, but
did he? Did he?
He got a little chibi series.
Oh.
It was like Rock Lee's Springtime of Youth, and it was just little chibi series where he would just go on like little cute adventures.
Oh.
It was fucking.
All I'm saying is Naruto had too much too much plot armor. He had too much privilege. He had everything going for him. Rock Lee, he had none of that, and he still fought through and became a great character. My number two. The greatest ninja sensei of all time.
Now here it is.
Jiraiya!
And that's... I give you full props for liking Jiraiya. Jiraiya
You don't like Jiraiya?
No. I'm saying Jiraiya is... Oh, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
But he's just not on my list. But he is one of the best characters.
Something
hands
that
down.
I think Naruto is really good at doing is that they introduce a new character in sort of like a wacky or shallow way, but then as you learn more about them, they get so deep, and in Jiraiya, it doesn't really go much deeper. He goes from being the pervy sage who would rather just spy on chicks, at the spa,
The hot spring.
Yeah, then do his ninja duties and to train Naruto, which is, when you think back on it, Jiraiya knows damn well who Naruto is and that he's his fucking godfather and shit. Yeah. But when he first meets Naruto, as far as I knew, Jiraiya didn't even know who Naruto was. He didn't give a fuck. And when you rewatch it the second time, you're like, oh, this is like all part of the training to see if Naruto is deserving. Because he doesn't know if he's the chosen one or not and all this frog shit. But Jiraiya's a lot of fun.
Jiraiya was great.
His fight against Pain, I felt more pain than he did. Watching him he's so powerful. And he's getting schooled by Pain so
and
terribly.
Pain is his fucking student!
Evidently, every character in this show is his student.
No, the best characters are Jiraiya's students. Jiraiya takes children and turns them into gold.
Yeah, and then they betray him and kill him. Like the blue-haired paper bitch, what's her name? Pain's friend.
Oh, Conan.
Yeah, Conan. Not the barbarian. What do you have to say about Jiraiya? I can't go on 10-minute rants like you do. I just got, the shallow reasons why I like him.
Please tell me him and Tsunade fucked.
They did not fuck.
Please.
There's no way. Pervy Sage! When he's training Naruto and they go off for 2.5, 3 years to go train.
How about when Naruto does his sexy jutsu and he's like, alright, I'll train you if you be like that the whole time.
But he's so dedicated to making Naruto as best as he can be, and he teaches Naruto the lesson, I think the moral of the show, and they keep having 10 flashbacks to it, and I can't remember what it was.
You don't know, the moral of the show, Kishimoto has confirmed this, the whole point of the show is that he wants people to understand each other. He wants the world
That's
to be
right,
a place.
because that's how Naruto knew how to beat Pain, because he kept thinking back to what Jiraiya taught him.
Yeah.
Was that, it's a message of peace. A show about fighting and ninja conflicts and battles and wars, and Jiraiya's trying to teach about peace.
And I need to bring up a good point about that, is that Naruto does that. That's why they focus so much on the flashbacks. Because I know a lot of people...
That's the talk no jutsu. The whole point was peace.
A lot of people hate the amount of flashbacks on there, but for a good example of that is Danzo. Danzo was one of the scummiest fucking villains, one of the most hateable characters.
I hate Danzo.
And when he had his flashback, when you realize that everything he did was off of pure devotion and love for the people of the Leaf Village, like it's like the fucking Black Ops, like the crazy fucking shit they do for the American people, like the fucking war crimes and everything. Like he's so in love and serving to the safety of the Leaf Village, he will exterminate an entire population of the Leaf Village to protect the rest of the Leaf Village. Yeah. And the crazy manipulative shit, the shit he does to Sai, the shit he does to the rest. But when you get his flashback, you understand where he's coming from. You understand that it's his love for the village. And every character has that.
And half of these flashbacks have to do with Jiraiya. I thought that him training Pain and the two kids, I thought there was way too much of that. That went on for way too long.
Yeah.
But otherwise, everything with Jiraiya is pretty much gold. And he's one of the best fighters. I mean, he's my main in this game, and I beat you a few times with Jiraiya.
Yeah. Because
he has the fastest Rasengan in the game. So how do you like that? Who's your... I guess are we on number one?
We're on number one.
Shit.
Number one.
The two best characters in Naruto history. Are you going to say Guy?
Guy fucking Sensei.
Damn it.
Guy Sensei.
I knew it.
Is your number one going to be Guy?
No, it's not Guy.
Guy Sensei. Guy Sensei is the best character in Naruto
How's he better than Lee? How's he better than Lee?
Because he taught Lee. He taught Lee. Lee would be nothing without him. Lee would be a faggoty kid with long hair. Now, Lee is great. But Guy, his optimism, his motivation, his love for life, and his honor is just unparalleled. The springtime of youth, he has a whole philosophy on being the best you can be, on enjoying your youth.
He's optimistic to a fault.
He's so fucking optimistic.
Yeah.
And a lot of shows have comedic relief characters that are just bazinga.
Yeah.
Like, he is such a complex comedic relief character. Like, it ties into his motivation. He's always just like, all right, if I can't walk 10,000 miles on a handstand, then I got to do 10,000 push-ups. And his rivalry with Kakashi is one of the most beautiful and heartfelt things. One of the best episodes in the series doesn't even include fighting. It's just when Kakashi gets elected to be Hokage, and Guy just wants to have a day with his rival and best friend before he becomes Hokage.
Was that a filler episode? Because I don't think I saw that.
They didn't put that in. That was in the manga.
I don't think I saw that.
Oh my god. That was in the manga. They have a race and shit and everything.
Yeah,
it's so fucking cute. It's so fucking cute. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a filler episode because it was in the manga. But where was it? Guy, I always liked Rock Lee over Guy. Because Guy was just a comedic relief character who did badass things. Then he started opening the fucking gates on Kasame. And oh shit! But the scene that makes Guy number one.
I know what you're gonna say!
The scene that makes Guy number one. I waited 15 years for somebody to open
he
the
keeps
gate.
saying this shit.
Fuck the movie. The movie where that guy opened the 8th gate and lived, that doesn't count. That's not even close. Guy, I remember, I was 20 years old, and my brother said, "You gotta read the manga! He's doing it!" I'm like, "What? He's doing it! He's doing it!" And I'm just like, "What? And I read it, and I'm just like, I waited 15 years for this moment. And I remember reading the manga, and the next chapter came out the week after. He said he was gonna open it, and I was like, "Oh shit! He's gonna open it!" And then it goes to his flashback, and I'm like, "No! I want to see it!" And then the best flashback of all. What's your favorite flashback? What's your favorite character story?
Might die.
Is it really?
It's a pretty good flashback.
It's
pretty
beautiful.
good.
His father is literally an underdog who cannot win.
He's like the village idiot.
He's the eternal Genin, and everyone's always like, "We're the Leaf Village, we're together." The Leaf Village is full of fucking scumbag assholes.
You did that from episode 1. The way they treat
Village-
Naruto is so shitty.
At least they had a reason to teach Naruto. But really? And they just fucking shit all over Might Die. He's like, "I'm 30 years old. I still gotta get that fucking cat mission that Naruto had and that Konohamaru had, and I'm doing it
my camera's
every
saying
fucking
we have
day."
4 more minutes on this battery, so let's get through it quick. We gotta finish up.
He's got the fucking
We haven't even got my number 1 yet, but I'll go quick.
he's got the fucking thing and all that. And then there's a scene where he's just like, "Look, as long as you wanted the sign, I know you're on there. I know you got accepted to the academy." And the third Hokage is just like, "You know what? I recognize the talent in that kid and all that." And I try to speak to this, guy is like knows that his father is hated. And he tries to defend him, and this guy beat the shit out of it. And like he resents his father for being a failure. But then his father is just like, "I'm not you. It doesn't matter what you are, as long as you do it with all your heart and all your effort." And Guy rises in the ranks despite not being able to do taijutsu. And then the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist have him cornered. And Might Tai comes in and he says, "Now is the time." He trains
him and he says, this is a Avengers, I've been working on it for 30 years, and he said, now is the time for me to protect something worth dying for. And he opens the gate, and he kills 5 of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist, and I guarantee you he left those 2 alive so that they can go back to the mist village and say, don't go to the Leaf village! Don't go! Don't go! They killed 5 of them in cold blood! Oh my god! He killed them! He took his legs and he closed them around Kasami's face like a watermelon! It was like old faithful spewing blood! I saw him kick a man in half! He ate one of the swords! He swallowed one of the swords! He swallowed one of the swords! He ate one of us alive! I have no legs! He tore off my legs and started eating rice with them like they were chopsticks! Who was your number 1 guy? Opened the 8th gate and he kicked God in half! He did the night guy and he kicked God in half! Madara said, of all the ninjas in the history of time, you are the best at taijutsu! Who is your number 1 character?
Sasuke Uchiha.
No!
Okay, I got less than 2 minutes. My favorite character is Shikamaru. I'll tell you why.
Good choice.
He has 1 power. His only power is if he can hit you with this shadow thing, then he can fucking win. And he's the smartest character in the whole show, right? I mean, nobody's smarter than Shikamaru. So what I love about his fights is like it's the Naruto version of Death Note, where we got Shikamaru just trying to fucking outsmart his opponent and he thinks of 18,000 steps ahead. And then when you see him pull off his move, and then you go back, oh, here's the planning phase, and here's how all this works. It's the funnest parts of the show for me. His fight against
Hidan.
His fight against Hidan is great. My favorite arc in the show is the Shikamaru
Beautiful.
revenge against Hidan arc. His fight, I mean, all of his fights in the tuning exams are great. When he takes control of that chick,
Fucks up Tamari.
makes her hit her head backwards.
That was great. That's the sound chick.
And then he wins the other fight, but then gives up because he doesn't want to do it because he doesn't give a fuck. I love Shikamaru, and I think we're done here. So hey, thanks for joining us for Naruto. It would have went on for another hour, but luckily my camera is here to run out of memory card.
We should do an episode 2. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay, maybe we'll have another episode soon. I'll see you guys.
Fuck Uchiha!